Alright, what's good everybody? I'm just gonna get right into it. Today we are gonna be doing a character analysis of Doodlebob from SpongeBob SquarePants, who is painted, or rather drawn, as the antagonist in the episode Frankendoodle, but after watching this, I am not so sure about it, and this video is gonna argue my point to that. So let's take a look. This magical pencil comes down to Bikini Bottom. It actually kind of looks like the monolith scene in Space Odyssey to me. SpongeBob and Patrick find it and immediately start to draw things with it and realize that they come to life. So they draw a mini Squidward that is honestly pretty disgusting, and then they kill it in cold blood because they're worried about it going into town and creeping people out. You can even hear it being screamed while it's being erased. So, learning nothing from this, they draw Doodlebob shortly after and instruct him to knock on Squidward's door, which he does, but then he immediately just starts bodying Squidward, like just beating him up. And I can't really defend that action. This is the one flaw and probably my argument for this, but I mean, like, animals kind of do that stuff instinctually, respond with violence. So, I mean, like, there's an argument to be made that this is just natural, and they didn't really give Doodlebob any direction. Anyway, so after this, SpongeBob tries to stop Doodlebob from beating up Squidward. Doodlebob breaks free, grabs a pencil, and he runs off. Now, this could be where the story ends, but SpongeBob and Patrick want to do their due diligence. They want to go make sure that Doodlebob isn't a threat. And they go do that. But he wasn't a threat. He wasn't bothering anybody. He's just chilling in his pineapple and they see this. But then it's when they start to approach him with bad intentions that he reacts violently. He draws the circle, they fall into it. I think it's a little bit excessive when he drops the wrench on Patrick, but still. Anyway, they keep pursuing him, and yeah, SpongeBob does end up erasing him, but it's absolutely brutal. I mean, he literally erases Doodlebob's face. It's similar to that Black Mirror scene where like the person's face is gone and it's just muffled screams. And then he's pinned against a rock and he's erased in a pretty violent manner. I mean, he's slashing him up. SpongeBob is screaming. They basically dismember him. But we also know the story doesn't end here. Doodlebob's hand survives the ordeal, crawls back into SpongeBob's house, redraws himself, and then they have their final duel. Again, I can't really blame Doodlebob for wanting revenge on SpongeBob for that. That was a brutal death. We all know what happens, though. SpongeBob traps Doodlebob in paper because he's a drawing, and at the end of the episode, he remarks,
"He was just a two-dimensional creature, lost in our three-dimensional aquatic world, longing for a purpose."
And you see, I can't really blame Doodlebob for what he did while he was alive, and why he wanted revenge. His first act, beating up Squidward, was questionable, but from that point on, SpongeBob never really tried to negotiate or teach Doodlebob the way. He just wanted to destroy him, and Doodlebob rightfully defended himself. It was just, peace was never an option for Doodlebob from the beginning, because of circumstances. So that's it. That's my opinion. SpongeBob tried to destroy him since he existed, and they couldn't coexist, and that's really a shame. I think SpongeBob could have handled things differently, and honestly, there's blood on his hands.